loves where he works. He wants all of us to follow in his footsteps and take the same job that he has and major in the same subject that he did. And it's all because he knows that we'll find a job in that area and we'll get paid very well and we'll be able to provide for ourselves and our families. He doesn't really care or think about whether we if we want to do it or if we'd like to do that. He's mainly about the money and us getting successful in life. My mom, on the other hand, she always said, do something you're passionate about. My mom doesn't like her job that much, and she only got it because we needed it financially. And she said it sucks when you work for some place that you don't like. I mean, the people are nice, but if you don't like your job, then it's kind of ruining your life. 70% of Americans work in a place that they don't like or don't like their jobs. That's multi-million Americans. That's multi-million of people in the world. That's a big number of people that don't like their lives, that are miserable, and that they shouldn't be, because all because they made the same mistake. I don't want the youth of America today to follow in that footsteps and make the same mistakes. I have a teacher that he had a good job, he was getting paid well, lived in an apartment, he's doing fine financially, and he hated his job. He liked the people there, but he hated what he was doing. And he said his life was miserable, and it was the worst time of his life. And he immediately quit his job one day and just moved out, and he pursued his acting career. After that, he lived in a van, his car, for 2 to 3 years, and he said that it was better than working for some place he didn't like. Living in his car, trying to pursue what he wanted, was better than living well to him. Eventually, he finally got there. He finally got casted, and he made it. And he made his money, and now he gets paid, and now he got casted in other roles, and well, he made it as an actor. But that's not the point. The fact was, he went out there and tried to fix what he didn't like. He didn't like his major, and he tried to change it. And he really followed what he does, what he likes. My uncle tried to do the same. There's always a downside to this. He didn't make it very well. He kind of failed. He lives in an apartment. He barely makes it by. Has two minimum wage jobs. He needs money from his family members, his brothers, his sisters all the time. He gets to ask for money because he can't pay for his kids or himself or his wife. And it's sad and it sucks, but that's how life is. And if you ask him, he loves his life. He loved what he did. He loved that he tried to do what he wanted to do. And he's not sad at all. I mean, he said it sucks that he can't give his children everything they want, and he's trying his best to fix everything. But at least he gave it a shot. At least he went out there and did what he liked to do. So at the end of the day, I mean, when life's over, he's not gonna look back at it and say, "Man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have tried this." He went out there and he tried it. Many kids today are already talking about, "Oh, I want to be a lawyer," or "I want to be a doctor," only because their parents do that. They have no idea what they want to do or what they like to do. I mean, there are kids who talk about, oh, I love baseball, I want to be a baseball player, or oh, I love football, I want to be a football player. But I don't see them trying to go out there and do that. They think it's unrealistic, and it may be, but you gotta still go out there and try. Try to do what you love, and they're settling for less in life. When you do that, that's just you're ruining your life. You're throwing your life away. And there are so many Americans that did the same thing. So after high school, you really need to think, what do I want to do? It's never too late to change your majors, although it can kind of set you back a little bit. But it's never too late to set your major if you change your major if you have a different love in mind. Like, oh, I want to do banking instead of being a lawyer. Change your major. There's no harm in that. And don't let someone try to tell you what to do. Don't let someone live your life for you. Don't let your parents say, "Oh, you're gonna become this because I said so." Do what you're passionate about, and that's the message I'm trying to put on Americans today. So many youth just want to take the easy route as well. I'm not saying that. I mean, they don't try in school because they're like, "Oh, I don't need to for this and that." I'm not saying that. I'm being realistic. You have to get a job. You have to go out there and work. You have to be able to make money somehow. And I'm not saying any illegal ways. And there's always going to be people that think around it. But I'm being within the boundaries. I'm talking about within the boundaries. Do what you love. And I know some of my friends, they love to rap. They love to make music, and they're writing their own music now. Another one of my friends, he loved making clothes, loved making fashion, so he's making shirts. He has his own clothes brand. So it's good to go out there and do that, and he's doing very well himself. And that's what we want as kids. Because if you if you love what you're doing, then you never work in a day of your life. Thank you.